नमस्कार, स्वागत है आपका। वो वक्त आ गया है जिसका सभी को इंतजार था। ये देखिए, प्रधानमंत्री लाइव न्यूज 9 ग्लोबल समिट जर्मनी एडिशन। ये बहुत बड़ी यहां पर एक कहा जाए तो एक लैंडमार्क एड्रेस है प्राइम मिनिस्टर का स्टटगार्ट में, जो हम सभी देखना चाहते हैं। जिस तरीके से ग्लोबल सिनेरियो बदल रहा है, जिस तरीके से चीजें बदल रही हैं, और इंटरेस्टिंगली यूरोप की सबसे पावरफुल, सबसे ताकतवर इकोनॉमी है जर्मनी। वहां पर टीवी 9 का ये ग्लोबल समिट इस वक्त हो रहा है जर्मनी के स्टटगार्ट में। न्यूज 9 ग्लोबल समिट का दूसरा दिन है। कुछ ही देर में प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी समिट में आने वाले हैं, जहां पर प्रधानमंत्री का संबोधन होगा। स्टटगार्ट के MHP अरीना स्टेडियम में समिट हो रही है, जिसमें देश विदेश की बड़ी हस्तियां शामिल हैं। यह एक अमेलगमेशन है जर्मनी और भारत का। ये दोनों अगर बात की जाए तो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग ग्लोबल इकोनॉमीज हैं। सीधे चलते हैं स्टटगार्ट में, जहां पर केंद्रीय मंत्री ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया इस वक्त संबोधित करते हैं।
The ability to transform lives. It is about our targeted welfare measures that have changed the lives of our citizens, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Bharatvarsh till Arunachal Pradesh. And this empowerment of our people has transformed our continent from its roots to be able to compete in a globalized world. In 60 years of our independence, we had built 30 million houses for the poor. In the last 10 years, we have built an additional 30 million houses, and we have now said in the next 5 years, we will build another 30 million houses, ensuring 100% saturation of a roof over every single citizen's head in India within the next 5 years. Similar is our case with regard to toilets. In the last 10 years, we have built 120 million toilets across the length and breadth of our country. Not a single person in India, in any village across the length and breadth of our country, 650,000 villages, is without the dignity of being able to use their own facilities. Our largest healthcare program, the largest healthcare program today in the world, a universal coverage of close to about $6,000 on an annual basis for every single citizen below the poverty line, covering today 30 million citizens across the length and breadth of our country, and adding on every single person above the age of 70 years, taking that number from 30 million to 36 million. And similarly, every single woman across the length and breadth of our country will move from using wood to cook their food to gas cylinders and gas stoves. In the last 10 years, 100 million women through the Ujjwala Yojana have been empowered with free gas stoves and free gas cylinders. When COVID came along, and many across the world were left without jobs, left without food to eat, under Prime Minister Modi's leadership, we committed ourselves that not a single citizen in India will go to sleep on an empty stomach. We instituted a food program for 800 million people across the length and breadth of our country. And that's why we use the refrain that India is moving both at scale and at speed. And all of this, ladies and gentlemen, all of this at the click of a button. India's economy, India's welfare programs have all been moved onto the digital system. And if I were to give you a perspective of the magnitude of the task that we have undertaken, today with our DPI network, digital public infrastructure, our UPI network, United Payment Interface, which our Minister of Communications in Germany has used when he visited India last time to buy chilies. A system today that has 16 billion transactions in a single month. 16 billion transactions in a single month, comprising of $272 billion, which means $3.2 trillion a year. So yes, we have a national metalled highway, but along with that national metalled highway of 150,000 kilometers, we also have a digital highway. And that digital highway has been the leveler, providing opportunity to every single citizen across the length and breadth of India. And so digitalization is no longer a challenge for India. Digitization is now a leveler of growth. And it is a lever of growth. For the people, of the people, by the people. And as India progresses down that highway, in the last 10 years, 250 million people have been lifted above the poverty line. This is probably the largest turnaround that history has documented in any economy across the world. And as we move from the core to the periphery, and when we talk about the periphery in growth mode under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, we are talking about India's innovative capability, India's soft power capability. India historically has always been a land of invention.